now going to be playing this new game I found called I I Become an Evil Witch and Curse the Male Lead, which I am super excited about. Alright. So this game has some warning. This game has some yandere elements, has some toxic background, some toxic relationships, but that's nothing new here on this channel. But I should get the warning anyways. Alright. Are we all ready? I have no idea about this game whatsoever. I've only read the description, so I'm super excited to find out about it. Alright, let us get started. Oh, okay. This visual novel is a work of fiction. The action behaviors depicted by the characters are not intended to be romanticized or depicted of real life. I didn't get to read the rest of that warning, but hopefully you guys did. Okay. Oh, there's music. Okay. Turn the volume down a little bit then. Oh, there's a gallery too. That's so cool. Let's check that out real quick. Oh, okay. So we don't know the images yet, but we will get them. All right. Let's get started, shall we? Oh, am I gonna have to do voice acting? I don't want to do voice acting today. Okay, I guess I'm doing voice acting. You've always had a favorite kind of fairy tale. Not the ones about true love, not the ones with happily ever afters. I preferred darker stories. The kind of fairy tales where everyone loses. Stories about vengeance, tragedy. There was one tale I remember more clearly than the rest. I wasn't especially well written, but I recall the plot clearly. Oh, the witch name was, oh, they shared the same name as me. Okay, Let's see. Okay. Alright, Yuri, the little devil. Okay. Alright, let's hit enter. Yuri, the little devil. The fairy tale went something like this. Long, long time ago, there lived a witch, Yuri, the little devil. While she was powerful, they say her heart was colder than ice. At first, the witch played the role of a benevolent god, healing plagues and ending droughts. However, creating miracles soon became monstrous as humans lived, repeated the same stories again and again. Greed, lust, betrayal. It was the same script played by different characters over and over. A starving child would turn and bite the hand that feeds. A fallen noble would feign loyalty only to sharpen a blade in the shadows. Humans were fundamentally like this, as it was in their nature. Fearing what they cannot understand, resenting is what beyond their concept, and desires what they do not deserve. After centuries, the witch eventually grew bored and thought maybe the world needed something new. And so the witch decided to cover the land with eternal snow. Heavy mist plagued the skies, forever covering the sun, and the earth new thawed. No crops grew, and the soil was cracked and barren. Children cried themselves to sleep from hunger, famine spread across the country, and poverty ensued. As years dragged on, resentment and tension grew among the people. Fear slowly turned into bitterness, and bitterness into hatred. And hatred turned into something far more dangerous. Hope. The civilians rose up. They sharpened their tools into weapons and began revolting against the witch. Till one man rose above the chaos and gathered the broken remains of the land, putting an end to the witch's reign. His name was Helios, a swords master favored by even the gods. After defeating the witch, he permanently sealed her away beneath ice and stone, and the witch, exhausted from battle, fell into a deep, unnatural sleep, an eternal slumber never to be broken. With the witch gone, the ice covering the earth melted, the mist parted, and the sun returned to the skies, and the land was restored. The hero of the land, Helios, was later crowned the first emperor. They called him the light of the empire, and under the new rule the empire flourished. Songs of praise were sung, and many statues were raised, for this was the founding story of the empire, Ilia. And Ilia was at peace. Until, 500 years later, The evil witch still sleeps beneath the Imperial Castle, sealed inside an ice tower buried deep underground. She had become a frozen relic, long forgotten, only occasionally during children's bedtime stories. Around this time, a young prince of the empire began visiting the witch's chambers. He was named Ash. Every night, without fail, since he was little more than a child, he descended the long abandoned steps alone. And every night he knelt before the sleeping witch, begging her to save him from his reality. You see, Ash was an unfortunate child. Born to a servant of the palace, the empress was never satisfied with Ash, no matter how hard he trained or how much he studied. He was not her real son, and the empress made sure he never forgot that fact. For even the slightest mistake, her punishments were frequent and cruel. It was a miracle Ash could live so long, and given the emperor did not favor him either. His father's attention and affection was only directed to his younger brother, the crown prince CASSIAN, the child descended for the throne. Ash had nothing, but that was okay. Ash had given up on wanting anything. The ice tower was his only sanctuary. It was the only place he could truly be himself. Night after night he shed tears before the evil sleeping witch, a witch that could not hear his pleas, nor save him from his sorrows. And so, little by little, Ash grew twisted and became a tyrant. While Ash was unfavored, he was a swordsman like any the royal family had seen in generations. And so, after his 25th birthday, he organized a coup. The rebellion was swift and merciless. He successfully overthrew his father and brother. Their lives had no value to him after all. The empire under his blade, and the entire imperial family was dragged into the dungeons and executed one by one. For everything they had done to him, Ash repaid tenfold. And then, the night after the last body fell silent, Ash returned to the ice tower once again. And there, standing before him, was the witch. The evil witch had awakened from a 500-year-long slumber. Her eyes had opened at last. Ash stood before her. He once worshipped her dearly. He had bled, wept, and prayed on the stone-cold hard floor before her. And now that she was in front of him, something twisted violently in his chest. Why now, Ash thought. After all, why had she not woken up sooner? Why had she let him suffer alone so long? Why had she listened in silence while his words shattered piece by piece? Why had she waited until everything was already destroyed? Until there was nothing left of him to save. He was beyond redemption. It was too late. And then, before he realized it, Ash dove the blade forward, and steel pierced through her heart. Warm blood against the frozen air, crimson staining the forest white. Even the wicked witch met her end eventually. With her dying breath, the evil witch uttered a final curse. Poor child, born from ashes, she said. You may only grasp at love that slips through your fingers. Give your heart just once and be ruined by it. Learn that nothing escapes the land of fate. Inherit the crown, but what of the embers that follow? Learn that this is okay, so this is going to be our curse. What should we curse him with? Only ever grasp at love that slips through your fingers. Give your heart just once and be ruined by it. Learn that nothing escapes the hands of fate. Or inherit the crown, but what are the embers that follow? Learn that nothing escapes the hands of fate. May you learn that nothing escapes the hands of fate. For a brief moment, the prince said nothing, and then he laughed. Fate? I don't need something so useless. If fate existed, it abandoned me long ago. The witch only smiled in response, and then her soul shattered into nothingness. The end. At least, that was how the story was supposed to go. Remember staying up late last night? Some game where you romance a cute white-haired Grim Reaper. When I finally went to bed, I didn't expect anything unusual. However, the moment I opened my eyes in the morning, I immediately knew something wrong. Oh my goodness! Wait, a white hair. We just played that yesterday. You got. We just played that. What was it? We played that Friday, didn't we? Oh, this is way too good of storytelling, you guys. Oh, I picked the right game then to play because that was way too good. Okay. When I finally went to bed, I didn't expect anything unusual. However, the moment I opened my eyes, I immediately knew something was wrong. Terribly wrong. It was freezing, the type of cold that felt sharp and heavy. I woke up in an unfamiliar room encased by ice and an ice chamber. And somehow, as if by instinct, I knew exactly where I was, the tower magic seal carved on the walls. I had become Yuri the little devil, the wicked witch in the fairy tale. Impossible, right? I almost laughed early thinking it was a ridiculous dream from playing too many games, and yet here I am, awake. A quiet dread settles in my chest. Something in my heart tells me the witch shouldn't be awake yet. Judging by the silence outside, the absence of the sound of steel clank against steel. Prince Ash hadn't started the rebellion. The Empire is still peaceful. The witch supposedly supposed to wake up after Empire falls, who drowns the place in blood, and that's when the prince kills her. If I'm awake now, I'm assuming this is before the rebellion, then I should have some time. That's the best case scenario. I'm not sure how long I have until the end of the fairy tale. I don't reasonably want to find out firsthand either. If the Empire discovers I'm awake, they might place a stronger seal on me. Or worse, knowledge of the witch being awake will threaten the safety of everyone living here. I don't want to involve myself in this story. Sure, I like tragedies and angst, but that doesn't mean I want to live my life as part of one. Ooh, okay. Plus, the male lead in this is a little beyond saving. Not a fan of getting stabbed either. Not a fan of getting stabbed either. Right, I can't say I'm keen on getting impaled by a tyrant male lead. I need to, for the lack of better words, get the frick out. And fast. The thought of the male lead discovering me awake right now sends a shiver down my spine. I can't get killed yet. I haven't even figured out what's going on. As if on cue, footsteps echo outside the door, descending the stairs and approaching the room. Just my luck. He's coming, isn't he? No one else visits the place after all. I'm abandoned, part of the castle where even servants or guards don't frequent. The person outside must be Ash. I heard the door open, the sound of drawing compared to the silence in the room. Security here is incredibly lax. Wow. Even the door isn't locked. Is it because the witch has been sealed and asleep for centuries? I guess no one expected that to change. I close my eyes, pretending to be asleep. It wouldn't be good to be caught right now. The sound of footsteps approach me, coming to a stop before the bed. I hear the fabric rustling. Is he kneeling? Oh, let me move this to the side so that it's more like, there we go. Okay, this is better. Is it? Yeah, okay, that's better. Is he kneeling? Oh my goodness, oh, I love this. It's me. I remain perfectly still, keeping my breath as shallow as possible. I'm sorry I'm late tonight. His voice sounds so smooth. Wow, as expected of the main character. The apology is soft as well, like he truly believes I'm waiting for him. He sounds so gentle, not like a tyrant at all. For someone written to be a tyrant, his voice sounds incredibly gentle. It's strange in a way. Can someone like this really drown the Empire in blood? So this is Ash, the neglected prince in the fairy tale, the future tyrant. Judged by the voice and the sound of his footsteps, he's probably around early 20s maybe? In the original story, he launches the coup at the age of 25, so the timeline matches up. I should have at least a couple years before the rebellion and death happens. I hear him shift a little. He winces. It's hard to breathe today. Something about his tone is off. Is he hurt? Did the Empress order the servants to beat him again, or did he just get injured some other way? The fairy tale did mention he was often abused since he was the illegitimate son of the Emperor, So this isn't anything new. The Penguin Symphony rises in my chest. Even though Ash is just a character in a book, it feels a little too real when he's in front of me like this. He's so vulnerable right now, unlike the Ash in the fairy tales. The Ash in the fairy tale is described as a prodigy with a blade, training until his hands and feet bled, with only revenge on his mind. The merciless and unhinged tyrant. But the Ash in front of me, he doesn't seem like that. I can't help but feel bad given his circumstances. He's kind of pitiful. Seeing him like this, it's hard to think of him as a tyrant. Right now, he's a wounded prince, kneeling here in the dark. Anyone could break, eventually living like this. He doesn't speak for a while, just kneeling in front of me, his breathing uneven, shallow. The sound makes my chest tight. I wonder why. Is it because I emphasize with him knowing his upbringing, or is there something else? Something more? I can't really tell. They said it was an embarrassment to the imperial family today. The only stain in the bloodline. I guess they must be right. Another pause. As long as I keep coming here like this, maybe it's not too bad. How foolish of me. His breathing stutters again as he coughs from the pain. He sounds like he's suffering. Is it really just a normal injury? I consider my current position in the story. As the newly awakened witch, I can feel power naturally flowing through me. I can easily make all his pain go away this instant, but I shouldn't. Of course I shouldn't. That might change everything. The moment I interfere, the story will diverge from the original. Plus, he'll eventually become the emperor after brutally murdering all the people blocking his path, so this isn't my business. We're talking about the future tyrant who will take over the entire empire later here, right? Right. I should be worrying more about myself. I still don't know how I got here, how I survived. However, I still can't help but feel sorry for him. I can't risk anything. I can't risk changing the original plot. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, I feel bad, you guys. I want to make sure he seems so sweet, the poor boy. I feel really bad seeing him in this state, but I need to detach myself from the situation. If I think about it logically, as Ash is just a character from a book, his entire identity is based off his revenge. It's how he's written be. He doesn't need me to help him to heal him, as bad as it sounds. Maybe this is just part of the character. The witch's presence itself should be enough, right? I shouldn't give or change the plot more than necessary. Well, but I want to get involved. Let me get involved. Don't get involved. That's right. Can't get involved while I'm on my own problems to sort out. Healing him or doing anything out of the ordinary would be interfering. After interfering means change the stories, which might get me killed or sealed again. I stay still. Ash laughs bitterly, its quiet, broken sound. If the room wasn't so quiet, wouldn't have been able to hear it. I don't move or react. He exhales shakingly. I can hear the pain in it. His silence stretches between us, and seconds lead to minutes. The air feels heavier with every passing moment. Thank you for being here for me. My fingers twitch. I feel guilty watching this unfold in front of me, real time. I guess you always have been. There was a rush of movement in front of me. Did he just... A warm feeling brushed against my fingers. He took my hand. His hand is trembling like he's holding something precious. His palm feels callous, probably from the endless training he endures during the day. I can only keep going on like this because of you. He leans closer, close enough that I can hear his breathing. There's a faint tremor in his grip. This is the only place I can go where I feel like this. The suffocating feeling inside my chest. Oh, you guys! The poor baby! Oh, the poor thing! You guys! Oh, no! I want to give him a hug so bad! He's not wrong. In the fairy tale, the witch seemed to be the only pillar of emotional support Ash had. And now, I've become that emotional support pillar. Squeeze his hand. I can't just do nothing like this. I want to comfort and help him, even just a little. Gently move my hand a bit, barely enough to be noticeable. His breath catches and trembles in his hand still. The room feels especially silent, even more than before. Did he notice? Did he pull away or tighten his grip? Even if you never wake up, I'll be here. Don't ever need anything from you. You being here is enough. An odd feeling rises in my chest. He doesn't sound like someone who would ever hurt me, but in the original story, Ash kills the witch the moment she wakes up. I cannot but wonder just what could have happened to him to snap like that in the future. A few moments pass before his hand slips from mine. I hear the sound of fabric shifting again, and he turns to leave. Good night. The door opens, then closes gently. It's quiet again. It feels a lot emptier than before. I wait in silence for a while. I don't know how long, but long enough for my heart to stop pounding as fast before I open my eyes. He didn't notice, did he? No, of course not. No one in the book would expect the witch to wake up. It's been, what, 500 years? They're probably really careless about matters regarding me by now. I sit up, power flowing through my veins, unrailing the seal around me as natural as breathing. These seals were never meant to hold a conscious witch. Well, that's okay. In my opinion, that's kind of dumb. What do you mean you only made seals to stop the witch as she's unconscious? You should have made the seals to stop the witch if she woke up. If she's unconscious, it does nothing. That is not. Oh my goodness, why are people so dumb when it comes to the villain? You know what? Whatever. I'm not here. I'm just here to read the story, not judge the story. I swing my legs off the edge of the bed, my bare feet touching the cold ground, and for the first time in 500 years, the witch stands. Finally, I should be able to leave now. The voice sounds a little different in his body, softer, older. I take a few steps forward towards the door. I just want to stay far, far away from this mess of a novel. Needless to say, I want no involvement in the rebellion of the future tyrant. Needless to say, I don't want no involvement in the rebellion of the future tyrant. And that's why I should take this chance and escape. The door stands before me, but my hands pause over the handle. I suddenly think of Ash kneeling on the floor. Will he come back tomorrow, kneeling in that same spot again? He's a little too pitiful. I hate that my mind is imagining these things right now. But I do want to help him a little without interfering too much. I lift my hand and cast a small spell. Like light covering threads of magic weaving themselves together, settling on the bed where I once slept. Now whoever enters the witch chambers will see me there sleeping. The ritual remains sealed, asleep forever. A perfect illusion, perfect. However, this is the most I can do for you, Ash. Let the story continue, but this time the evil witch will stay asleep. I will leave the story gracefully. Surely, this is the right decision. I can't recklessly change the plot or stay to see what happens to Ash and the Empire. The witch's presence is a huge, ticking time bomb for everyone involved. I wish you the best. Well, the best for a tyrant, I guess. Ash will be fine. Oh, and now the witch will sleep. He won't ever be cursed like this in the original book. Isn't that the perfect ending? I'm making the right choice by leaving like this, so I should stick with the decision. That's right. I don't think twice again before I step into the door into the darkness. And then I leave the tower. Days passed, then weeks. After that day, I left the capital and took on a different name, keeping my magic hidden and laying low. Before I knew it, half a year had gone by. And then, in the end, everything happened according to the book. The empire burned, smoke rose to the capital walls. I heard rumors in the taverns and whisperings on the streets, or in the hushed conversations of the traveling merchants. Prince Shas had finally done it, the rebellion. They say it was sudden, that he was merciless, unhinged. The imperial family was sentenced to be executed, no trials or hearings, under the watch of the new emperor. I saw news about it in the papers daily, commoners panicking in the streets, worrying about the future of the empire. Borders tightening, faith crumbles, the empire is stable, just like how it was written to be. And yet, something is wrong. In the original story, the rebellion starts in the year 577. That was the year Ash laid waste the entire empire, the year the original witch died to Ash's blade. But right now, the year is 575. The timeline shifted forward somehow. But why? Did something change? Why did the rebellion happen 2 years early? No, that can't be right. Maybe I'm remembering something wrong? I don't think I changed the plot. It didn't interfere. I even left behind a perfect illusion for the Prince event too. So why did everything escalate? I don't understand. Was there some unknown variable I was unaware of? Nothing comes to mind, but I must be missing an important plot point somewhere. What could it be? I take another bite of my bread. Ugh. There's a shortage of supplies because of the rebellion. This doesn't taste very good. Oh my goodness, I thought that would have been the end. I thought we would have gotten the bad ending. But it's still continuing, you guys. The market used to be lively here, but now everyone looks like they're waiting for the worst to happen. People mostly stay indoors and speak in whispers. Everyone's afraid since there's so many soldiers patrolling this area. Hmm. I don't blame them. We're about to be under a tyrant's rule after all. Such a shame. After months of searching for a way home and finding nothing, I had decided to open a small apothecary shop by the borders of Ilia here. It's a quiet place far from the capital. Business is decent and the locals really love me. They call me a miracle healer. It's nice being here, but once I get too popular, I'll relocate. It's safer that way. While no one seems to know that the witch looks like, I can't afford to be careless. Not when the Empire's in turmoil like this. And yet, suddenly something feels off. There are times around me. The pressure of another presence makes the hairs stand on my back. It's Tim! Oh, you guys! There you are. Oh, shoot, he notices me. Huh? My blood runs cold. I recognize him instantly. Ash is right here, next to me. The man in the paper, the newly crowned emperor who burnt the entire capital and overturned the imperial family. Why is he here? Shouldn't he be at the palace executing the traitors or something? Looks different from the papers. A little more tired, haggard. But is there a bit of relief in the eyes I see? Why does he look so relieved? I knew you wouldn't abandon me. My fingers freeze around the bread. What does he mean by that? What? Do you know what it was like when you were gone? Ash? The things aren't adding up. Why is he all the way out here at the border? Ash? It's a flicker of surprise in his face, but before I can think too much, a look of pain quickly replaces it. I kept coming back, every night. I knelt in the tower and you were still there, sleeping. But I could tell it wasn't you. In the novel, Ash was supposed to be an unsurpassed swordsman, but I don't understand how he was able to see through my illusion. Magic and steel are completely different areas of specializations. It's not related at all. How did he see through it? He's not a mage. You're the little devil. How could you do that to me? You left me in that tower with nothing but ice. Do you know what that does to someone? So you came all the way here to find me? You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. You're the emperor. Shouldn't you be at the capital? You shouldn't be here. Do you really think I care about that right now? Nothing. None of it matters if you aren't here. I really thought I was going to go crazy looking for you. Any longer, I was going to lose my mind. The speed of rebellion. Don't tell me the rebellion happened early because of me. Was the unknown variable I was wondering about? His arms tightened around me. So, you already know. The day I noticed it wasn't you in that tower, that you abandoned me, I finally understood. If you were gone, there was nothing left preserving in that damp palace. Nothing left for me to endure. And then I realized. Could just burn the world, tear it down piece by piece until I found you. Pulls me tighter into his embrace, burying his face into my shoulder. I'll make sure nothing takes you away from me again. Spoken like a true tyrant. I try to respond, but the world tilts violently. The warmth of his arms is the last thing I feel before darkness swallows me whole. My bread! I want my bread back! I was eating bread, mister! Give me back my bread, now! I'm broken without you. And I'm hungry without my bread, so give it back! I want my bread back. When I wake up, the first thing I notice is familiar cold. Ah, he put me in the tower again. What is it, Rapunzel? You little jerk. I want my bread back. And I want out of here. The first thing I noticed is the familiar cold again. A bedroom with stone walls and one door, no windows. The ice chamber, the room I left behind months ago. And now I'm back here with nothing changed. And so ended up taking me back here. Although there's no restraint to seals on me this time, something tells me it wouldn't be as easy as before. Is this how it ends? After all this time, even when I decided to no longer be part of the story? Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Hello? Oh my! It's, oh, why is this cute? Why is this cute? Oh, I hate how cute this is, you guys! Oh, Ash kneels in front of me. You're awake. His voice is even softer than I remembered. Ash. The weight of his name sits between us. He inhales faintly, and the words leave my mouth. I searched everywhere, you know, every little city, every inch of the border. I was even considering if you had disguised your appearance somehow. Wait, that's actually a good question. Why did I not disguise my appearance? If I'm on the run, shouldn't I have this? Even if I knew no one knew what the witch looked like, he does. He knows what the witch looks like. So shouldn't I have disguised my appearance just a little bit? You know, just a little bit? No, but just okay. Yeah, that's a dumb mistake on my half. Honestly, I feel like he has a good point. Why didn't I disguise myself? I feel like that's a good point to make. Probably should have disguised myself. Oh well. His eyes don't leave me, like he's afraid it's another illusion in front of him. He leans forward, resting his face where my hand is. He feels warm. You're clever enough to do something stupid like that. His voice is barely a whisper when he speaks, and he traces his thumb over my finger. His thumbs, slightly over my fingers. You know what? I'm just gonna let you hold my hand. You've been through enough, dear. Okay, you've been through enough. I let my hand stay in his grasp. His fingers tighten around me. Did you really search everywhere? What would you do if I left again? Do you hate me for... I think we should ask the important question, because whether or not he hates me is going to depend on my life sentence. So, do you hate me for leaving? After everything I did, you must hate me, don't you? He looks startled at my question, confused. Hate you? Why would I ever hate you? His voice softens. If anything, it's the opposite. I'm so scared you'll hate me. What would you do if I left again? I feel him go still. You won't be able to. Okay, yandere situation, you guys, again. We are in another yandere story. What's with me and yanderes? I won't let you. His gaze darkens as he leans into my touch. There's no one left who could take you away. I've already gotten rid of them all. Did you really search everywhere? Did you really search everywhere for me? He nods. The moment I was able to. Everywhere. How could I stop if I couldn't find you? Oh, okay, did you do all this for me? You shouldn't have brought me back. Did you do all this for me? Ash, you're the emperor now. You did all this for me? Burning the capital, throwing the imperial family on the ground? None of that matters. Not compared to this. Oh? Please don't run anymore. There's no aura of command in his voice like an emperor would have. Only desperate plea. I don't care how selfish it is. I just can't lose you. I don't know what to say. Am I really that important to him? This wasn't mentioned in the original story. This is in the fairy tale. The twisted ash kills the witch without a hint of mercy. He's supposed to resent the witch whoever listened to his cries and pushed him past the point of no return. So how did I become the target of his obsession instead? Or has it always been like this? Did the original ass also feel this way? It's kind of twisted devotion. You know what? Let's not upset the guy. I won't leave you then. I wonder if there's anything I can say to placate him in this moment. Ash inhale sharply when I say his name again. Why? I feel my hand closer to his face. I won't leave you then. For a moment he falters. Was he not expecting this kind of response? Then again, I don't think he was shown any sort of affection all his life. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never felt this way before. For anyone. His hand gently touches my cheek, like he's afraid I'll vanish any second. This feeling is what they call love. If so, I think I love you so much I'm losing my mind. Before I even realized, you've already became everything to me. In a world that's forsaking me, you're the only one I have by my side. Oh, you're too cute to leave behind, Ash. You're too cute to leave behind, Ash. For a moment, he turned his stunned expression on his face. You can't say things like that. His voice becomes as soft as a whisper, because I don't think I'll ever be able to let you go. Alright, Ash. Ash? Only my mother calls me that name. I was born in an ashy, abandoned shed behind the castle, a constant reminder of her pain. I didn't realize that wasn't his name. The fairy tale only referred to him as Ash. But then again, did I ever pay attention to names in fairy tales? What was Prince Charming's name in Cinderella? I honestly don't know. Should I not call you that name then? No, you're the only one who can call me that now. Stay here with me forever. I don't need the throne or the empire. I just need you. I'll come every night, okay? Just like before. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to look at me. Just stay here like this, okay? You brush a strand of hair away from my face. Please. I'm not gonna try and push buttons that I know I shouldn't push, you guys. I'm gonna say yes. I'll stay. I wonder if he'll always be as pitiful like this, so even in the original story, maybe this side of him has always existed. Silence hangs between us. And then he smiles. It's a weak one, almost shy in a way, but it might be the first time his tyrant ever made an expression like this. The smile he probably hasn't shown in years. It's only directed at me. It's completely undeniably mine. Oh, that's so cute! The empire belonged to him now. And so do I. Bad ending. The abandoned prince's witch. That's it? Somehow, deep inside the Imperial Palace prison, he really did it. Asriel Evelyn de Anches. That frustrating. You think I don't know that the witch is your weakness? How stupid. Do you really believe you won here? Joy little fairy tale while it lasts. You're not the only one willing to ruin an empire. Congratulations, you now want the options to heal Ash. Select option, is there anything I can do to progress the story? Option, heal Ash unlocked. 5 additional endings unlocked. Would you like to go back to the choices? Okay, so this is interesting. So every time I do a certain ending, I unlock more choices then. Huh. That's really interesting. So depending on how I end the story, it will allow me to go back, redo the story, and different options happen. Hmm. You know, I'm a little curious. We have some time, so let's see what would happen if I went back. I should be worrying about myself. I still don't know how I got here, how I'll survive, but maybe I shouldn't leave the situation alone like this. There must be something I can do, right? It seems a little too pitiful. I should help him somehow. This weird sense of deja vu is clouding my judgment. Is there anything I can do? I thought I could detach myself from the situation, but I really can't turn from Ash like this. Right now, he's an injured prince begging for my help, alone in this dark room, begging for help that I can easily provide. Warm the room slightly, take away the pain. I think he's been in the cold room long enough that he probably likes being in the cold now. So let's actually do something that will probably help, which is take away the pain. I feel a rush of power at my fingertips, only without any prior knowledge. Genius's body has an innate talent for me, so this is magic. Focus on that power within me, trying to bring it forth. I want to heal him, to take away the suffering. My power responds to me instantly. It's subtle and barely noticeable. I just want to ease the pain a little bit. I should be able to heal, right? I'm not actually sure about the specific what the witch can do, but hopefully I can do this much. Ash stiffens. His hand reaches for mine, his tight grip. I hear his breathing steadily. It's like the suffocating tightness in the air lifts his injury, slowly fading away. It doesn't hurt. Why? He sounds confused, realizing the hand from mine and press against my chest. Did you finally answer my prayers? I don't move or open my eyes, but then I feel his hand gently touch my face. Is this an act of appreciation from the future tyrant? Thank you. Even if you never wake up, I will be here. I don't ever need anything from you. You being here is enough. An odd feeling rises in my chest. He doesn't sound like someone who would ever hurt me. But in the original story, Ash kills the witch the moment she wakes up. I can't help but wonder just what could have happened to him to snap like that in the future. He stays like this for what seems like an eternity before finally standing to leave. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. The door opens and then closes gently. It's quiet again. It feels like a lot emptier than before. I wait in silence for a while. I don't know how long, but long enough for my heart to stop pounding as fast before I open my eyes. He didn't notice, did he? No, of course not. No one in the book would expect the witch to wake up. It's been, 500 years? They're probably really careless about matters regarding me by now. I sit up, power flowing through my veins, unravel the seals around as natural as breathing. The seals were never meant to hold a conscious witch. I swing my legs off the edge of the bed, my bare feet touching the cold ground. And this, for the first time in my 500 years, the witch stands. Finally, the body could use a stretch every now and then. My voice sounds a little different in this body, softer, older. I take a few steps forward towards the door. I want to stay far away from this mess of a novel. Needless to say, I want no involvement in the rebellion or the future tyrant. And that's why I should take this chance and escape. But something tells me I won't be able to. A gut feeling, not sure why. It's kind of similar to the feeling of deja vu I felt earlier when I woke up. Weird. But I guess there's no harm in staying for a bit. I could have time. Oh, I should stay and observe for now before making any rash decisions. I glanced around the room again. For a prison holding an evil witch is actually not too bad. It's just like a regular bedroom with stone door, a table, and a small bookshelf. What should I do? Let's investigate the table. I walk up to the table on the left side of the room. There are a few books stacked neatly, a pen and quill with ink, and a vase of flowers placed gently beside them. The flowers are fresh, chameleons, I think? The flowers that bloom even in the depths of winter. Has someone been replacing these before they wilt? It must be Ash, then. Look closer at the bookshelf. I walk up to the bookshelf and on the right side of the room. It's not large, but the books are carefully arranged and look worn. I pull one out. It's titled Foundations of Ancient Sealing Magic. Oddly specific. The next book is historical textbooks about the rise of the Emperor Helios. There are other books too. Sword, manners, political theory, military strategy. There's even one about pressing flowers. Countless bookmarks line the books, and some pages are filled with no more than hand. Ugh. The pages are tilted with nothing. The handwriting. I cannot read that last word. Why is some of this cut off? The handwriting is pretty. This is what he's been doing in his free time. He's surprisingly thorough. Lee, speaking of Ash, I haven't even gotten a chance to see what he looks like because I was pretending to be asleep earlier. He's a fairy tale prince, so he has to be good looking, right? Hopefully the novel description doesn't disappoint me. I've been stuck in this tower for a couple of hours now. Is this really a fantasy world with magic and royal politics? I can't just stay down here, can I? I want to see the world too. It's still night right now. Should I go out tomorrow? If I leave during the day and return before Ash visits at night, there should be any problems. For now, I'll stay here and think of a long-term plan. It would be wise to learn more about the setting as well. What kind of person can use magic other than a witch? The original plot didn't really specify. Is magic even common? Just how powerful am I? Although Ash does imagine to kill the original witch, something even Helios couldn't do, so in terms of power, I guess I could be lower than him? I lie back against the pillows, but sleep doesn't come. I only wake up a couple hours ago, so that makes sense, but I want to be prepared for the next day as much as possible, and that means getting enough rest. Ugh, why did that life have to throw a curveball at me like this? I haven't even gone to... Are those footsteps I hear? My mind is immediately on high alert. Didn't Ash say he'd return tomorrow? Why is someone here now? The footsteps sound different, too. A bit lighter. Is that not Ash? A guard, perhaps? But that's impossible. I thought Ash was the only one that ever visited the witch in the fairy tale. The doorknob turns and the door slowly opens. I quickly climb back into the bed and squeeze my eyes shut. What's with everyone visiting the witch tonight? I slow my breath as I hear the unknown person approach the bed. Oh, okay, so this must be his brother, or half-brother. So this is the secret he's been hiding, huh? The voice sounds amused, confident in a way. This isn't Ash, but this doesn't sound like any regular servant either. Just who could be at this hour? After the little stunt Mother pulled at the banquet today, Brother left early. She never changed. Just always pulling the same tricks over and over again. Even I'm getting bored watching it. But then I saw something new. I knew he liked coming here, but then I saw him leaving this place, smiling. That man smiling. He chuckles. I got to witness something interesting today thanks to you. Whatever happened down here tonight, I'm curious. His breath tickles my ear. I know you can hear me, little witch. His tone sounds playful, but also a little dangerous. I wonder. I feel his fingers hover over my wrist. If I touched you right now, would you stop pretending? Or do you enjoy playing this type of game with me? I feel my pulse spike. This is a good question. Do we teach him a lesson or do we play completely still? Oh dear me, oh dear me, oh dear me, oh dear me. Choices. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. Frick that. You're mean to that poor baby. You're gonna learn a lesson. Teach him a lesson. What should I do? Make the temperature colder, sharper? Let frost bloom. I don't think he cares about the temperature. I don't know what frost bloom means, but let's see what happens. A sea of magic slipped through my fingertips, rippling and spreading across the floor. The ice crawls against the stone walls like the white veins. The temperature in the room drops drastically. I didn't intend to do that. Did I overdo it? Silence stills the room. The only thing I can hear is the soft crackling sound of ice on the walls. Then I hear a carefree laugh. The voice sounds relaxed, completely unaffected by the sudden cold. And then, fingers suddenly close around my wrist. Before I can react, I'm dragged right up from the bed. Well, I didn't expect him to do that. Smart decision would be keep my eyes closed. I'm gonna pretend this was an accident. Keep my eyes closed. I hear a soft laugh from above me. You're persistent. Warm fingers brush against my skin. I feel my face begin tilted upwards. Do you really think this trick would work on me? I feel his thumb move from my chin to press against my lower lip, parting slightly. Open your eyes. I don't react or respond. Or should I make you? His thumb slides from my lips to my cheek. Oh, you know what? We're gonna keep playing. We'll keep playing him. Keep your eyes closed. I remain still. His fingers pause against my cheek. Still pretending. Don't tell me you're enjoying this. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little scared, and I'm just trying to get this done. Okay. Keep my eyes closed. Nope. Feel him draw close to my ear. You really want to see how far I'll go, don't you? I don't. I want you to stand up, get off of me, get out of my room, and let me sleep. Hey. He traces his fingers along my jaw. But how long can you keep this up? I'm keeping my eyes closed, mister, okay? You want to play this game? I'll play this game. I keep still. He exhales softly. We don't have forever, you know. Or do you really want to find out the hard way? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to continue playing this game. I'm keeping my eyes closed. Frick off. His fingers hover near my cheek, and then there's a pause. Are you doing this on purpose? Open your eyes already. It's not like I don't know you're pretending. Oh, now I don't have a choice? You are a jerk. I want to see how long I can play this game for. Ugh. I guess fine, I'll open my eyes. I don't wanna. I wanna play this game some more and see what would happen. My eyes slowly open and I look straight at the man holding my wrist in front of me. The first thing I see is his amused expression. I'm not gonna be able to say that with a straight face. Good girl. Oh, don't click that, please. I was wondering how long you would keep this up to act. This isn't good. It's never my intention to expose myself like this. But the man in front of me doesn't look surprised, not even a little. His grip on me remains so strong that I can't move. The man leans over me, holding onto my arm like he's been expecting this to happen. Stay focused. I can't allow myself to get distracted right now. This golden hair along the deep-colored eyes. The man in front of me must be none other than CASSIAN, the crown prince, the true heir to the throne. But why is he here? Has he ever shown an interest in the witch in the original story? I don't remember anything like this happening. His expression is calm, and he tilts his head slightly, glancing at the ice on the walls. Now, why would you do that, little witch? His hand presses against the inside of my wrist, where the frost split spreads. The touch sends chills down my back. This man is dangerous. CASSIAN sighs. I was planning to keep it a little secret a bit longer. How troublesome. Now the whole world will find out. I instantly try to pull my arm back, but his grip tightens. What do you want? I want to find out what this guy wants. What do you want? You've never shown interest in me before, so why now? You. His grip on my arm remains firm. Why do I feel so weak under his grasp? Was he supposed to be this strong in the novel? Things aren't moving accordingly to the plot. I don't understand. Where along the pages did it start to diverge? Although, I suppose this confirms it then. What does he mean by that? Was he already suspecting something before this happened? CASSIAN studies my face carefully, deep in thought. I wonder if my brother knows about this. You're the brat's weakness, after all. What if I just take you right now? My breath catches. Imagine the look on his face when he finds out. All those years he spent kneeling. His gaze flickers with something dangerous, dark. Should I? His hand shifts from my wrist to my arm, pushing me down on the bed where I was laying before. Oh, don't get your grimy hands off me, mister! The air around us stills. I'm trying to pull away. Get me out of here. I twist my arm back, trying to pull him free. He pulls me close instead. Our bodies tight and pressed against. Kind of resistance doesn't work on me, but I like it. I don't! Get off of me! Neither of us move for a while. Ash, where's Ash? Get Ash in this room right now. Get this man off of me right now. This is Harley Quinn all over again. He gazes so intently at me, but I can't read what he's thinking. Looking at me with that same nonchalant expression. Well, his voice is low now. What do you say, little witch? I say let me go! Try it and see then. You're cute if you weren't such an ass. Don't tell me you're jealous of Ash. You know what? Don't tell me you're jealous of Ash. He blinks, looking surprised. Ash. Oh, you're referring to my brother. Jealous? Do you really believe that? I just find it irresistible, stealing something he treasures. His fingers tighten around my arm. I want to see a side of you that even he hasn't seen yet. Will you let me? No! No! No. Wrong answer. Well, that was the answer that I gave you, so suck it up and deal with it. A faint smile appears on his face. You just need to direct all of your emotions to me. Yeah? No. The only emotion you're gonna get is anger. So deal with it, get off of me, and get out of my room. I want all your fear, anger, your desire. You're only gonna get one of those emotions, mister. You understand? And it ain't desire, and I don't fear you, so take a gander at what it is. I'll take all of it. No, you won't. He leans closer. His hands move to my chin, tilting my face upwards. And then I feel the hot pressure of his lips. Just man, I want to kick him. Something. Jesus, what's the kicking option? I need a kicking option. All of a sudden, the word feels distant. I wonder, just what went wrong for me to get to this point? Bad ending too, Little Witch. Also known as Cassian's secret ending, lol. The ending will soon be developed a way to enter Cassian's route in the future. Stay tuned. Oh, okay, so I guess that's it, you guys. This game is still in development, so who knows? Oh, okay, so we got some images here. So this is some of the different pages. So far, we got a lot of them, but seems we still got, okay. Alright, you guys, I think that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you all have a lovely day, my devious fans. Bye!